this week found me driving with green Ontario plates, which means my exhaust pipe is emitting zero emissions. Well, that's not entirely true, as it depends how far I go. You see, the 2013 Ford C-MAX Energi with the green plates mounted on it is an extended range plug-in hybrid vehicle with the ability to cover reasonable distances in EV mode. It is based on the latest generation Ford Focus, but for the occasion, it is taller to create more space. The C-MAX has confused many people when it comes to classifying it, but the answer is very simple. It is an MPV, which stands for Multi-Purpose Vehicle, a European-derived minivan which just offers more space compared to the regular hatchback, in this case the Focus. Prices start at $38,549, while our SEL test vehicle was priced at $41,199, which does make it seem a bit pricey, but it is on par with a PIP, the plug-in Prius that is. Don't forget that at least as of today, you get $5,806 back from the government as an incentive to purchase a green car. Look carefully and you'll notice that there's a regular fuel cap on the passenger side and a flashy illuminating cap on the driver's side. Using the first one will cost you $75 and will give you about 600 kilometers to go in under 3 minutes. Using the one on the left will cost you about 54 cents and will give you about 20 to 30 kilometers to go in 7 hours of charging. That is 3 hours if you have the optional 220 volt charger. Inside the cabin, the over-designed dashboard is dominant as the intense angle theme is carried over from the Focus and Escape. It is well built. Soft to the touch materials have been used, which also continue to the upper door panels. Fit and finish are really good, and ergonomically everything is where it should be except the sound system controls, which are a bit too horizontal and hard to see. Visibility is amazing, and driving the C-MAX is as easy as toasting bread. The steering is adjustable for height and reach. The driver's seat has all the necessary adjustments too, and the seat itself is more comfortable than supportive. The rear seats offer generous legroom and headroom, but feel narrow and a bit wooden. On top of that, there's a significant gap between the door panel and the edge of the bench, which will easily fit one of your butt cheeks. So overall, the rear seats could use an update for next year. The trunk is 141 liters smaller than the hybrids, and it's too small to fit any luggage or a stroller. Shopping bags enough for the week should fit easily as long as you're not preparing yourself for hibernation. Under the hood, you get a 2-liter Atkinson Cycle 4-cylinder engine that outputs 141 horsepower and 129 pound-feet of torque. Matted to the ECVT gearbox is also an electric motor that outputs an impressive 118 horsepower and 177 pound-feet of torque. No, this car doesn't have more power than the Focus ST. You see, because of the difference in the way the characteristics of the two engines, the total power is 188 horsepower. Nevertheless, it is plenty fast for a vehicle with green plates, and the overall refinement is very satisfactory. For the record, 0 to 100 kilometers an hour was done in 8.5 seconds. After charging the batteries for 7 hours, you can press the EV button and get going gas-free. On a cold day like the day I wrote this, which was -3, the countdown to out of juice started from 21 kilometers. Indeed, 20.3 kilometers later, the gas engine kicked in and EV mode was no longer possible. Not bad considering that half of that was done on the highway at 100 kilometers an hour. Once your batteries run out of juice, then it reverts back to the normal hybrid mode, which is a good thing. On the road, the sophisticated and modern suspension controls the heavy body really well. There is little body roll, and the C-MAX corners very similarly to its skinnier sibling, the Focus, thanks to the low center of gravity. Any tendency to understeer can be easily controlled with a well-weighted and responsive steering, and the C-MAX remains safe and on track, also thanks to its advanced stability control. Apart from the much more expensive Tesla Model S, this could easily be one of the best handling green plates out there. Comfort levels are also good, as despite its dynamic handling, it is soft enough over rough surfaces, and rolling quality is also good enough to make it a pleasure on longer journeys. The Energi Regenerative Brakes can feel a bit weird the first few times, but it's something you will soon get used to. They are strong, and the C-MAX came to complete stop at 42 meters, even though such an abrupt stop was not approved by the braking guide available on board. For a family that needs a second car for the school run, or the person that just likes the idea of cleaner cars, the C-MAX Energi is a very interesting proposition. If your commuting demands can be timed perfectly with charging intervals, you might be able to figure out how long it takes gas to become stale, and that's a pretty cool thing.